What is good, horror horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can see by the background, I figured, you know what, it's been a long time since your boy Horror Gamer did one of these videos out of his car, so why not throw this particular video up? Now, yesterday during Horror Gamer Reads, I had said that this week's going to be a little different, that we're going to be interrupting some of your normally scheduled programming to do newer things. So tonight there's not going to be a creepypasta, unfortunately, and I do apologize for that. But I want to take a few minutes just to talk about some news that I just found out very recently, like today. And I want to give you my thoughts on it, maybe have a little open discussion about it. So apparently on Twitter, they just announced, they made a big announcement that the Resident Evil Reboot movie is finished. There it is. Now, if you look, I love how they have the Resident Evil letters like they do for the remake games. I think that's going to be epic. And I'm super excited about this. I don't know about you guys, but your boy Horror Gamer, Resident Evil is my favorite video game franchise of all time. And I love the franchise. It's my favorite video games. Resident Evil 2 is my favorite video game of all time. So, needless to say, I was really excited back in 2002 when they decided to finally make a Resident Evil game. I mean, a Resident Evil movie based on the game. But somewhere in between all that bullshit, it kind of took a turn for me. They made the games very action. I mean, they made the movies with too much action. And the part that pissed me off the most about the Resident Evil movies, that their own little 6-movie universe or whatever, was the fact that they took established characters from the video games and made them side characters for Mila Jovovich's Alice. And that's bullshit. Like, why are you going to create a character and then have her overshadow everybody else? Like, they had her overshadow Claire, Chris, fucking Leon, Barry, you know what I mean? They had her more important than any of them. And that's, for me, when I lost interest in the movies, because basically Mila Jovovich got catered to because her husband, in my opinion, is the director of the Resident Evil movies, so he gave her special treatment, in my opinion, and made her the main character in the movies, which is stupid because, like I said, how are you going to have the established characters in the movies and you're going to have them the side bitches, basically? The only main character that they had in the movie who was like a main character in the games were the villains, like Wesker and the Doctor and the One. Like, it was just stupid how they had that. And that right there, for me, is when I started losing interest in the movies. But, lo and behold, somebody else took this idea, and now they're supposedly they will be releasing a movie that is true to the first game. Like, they have the Spencer Mansion, they have fucking, you know, Lisa Trevor, they have Leon, Chris, Claire, like, they have all of them. So they're staying true to the source material. So let's just hope that, like, it does good, because I'm excited to see it. I mean, your boy Horror Gamer loves Resident Evil, and by default I have to like the movies. I don't love them. Like I said, I wasn't about them making all the main developed characters from the game side bitches in the movie. But from what I'm reading, they're going to have the iconic scene, or that iconic zombie from the first Resident Evil, you know, the one where he turns around while he's eating. I'm excited to see that. They've actually released photographs of that. There he is right there. And also, like I said, they're going to be exploring the mansion. That's what I'm most excited for. I'm excited to have that old school Resident Evil feel. I'm excited to have it be scary. You know, I'm sorry, but Resident Evil, the true Resident Evil is in action. Like, that shit that they turned from 4 to 6, you know, where 4 was good, but it started becoming a little more action, and then 5 a little more action, and then basically 6 was a fucking kung fu movie. You know, the game, it was a kung fu video game, but they're starting to go back to the roots, and that's what Resident Evil was about. It was about the scares, it was about the zombies, it was about the claustrophobia, it was about not knowing what's around the next corner. That was the essence of Resident Evil. And from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, they're going to be trying to capture that in this film Reboot. And I'm super excited. I can't wait. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this movie, because true die-hard Resident Evil fans, I have a feeling that finally we have a movie coming out for us. So, all right, Horror Horde, that was my thoughts. You know, that was my open discussion. Like I said, sorry about the lighting and the glare and shit. I'm doing it from my car. It's dark. This is actually my roof light, but I wanted to do something a little different today, because like I said, this is New Year's week. We're finally saying bye-bye to the shitstorm that was 2020. And hopefully, while 2021 is going to start out being a shitstorm, hopefully that shitstorm calms, and we have a good 2021. So, all right, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that ding-a-ling-ding-ding button. And that way you always know that every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these open discussions, that you're in the know. And then, when you're done doing that, run on over to the Horror Gamer Patreon and see what kind of awesome perks that you get with being a patron, you know. And just remember, every penny that goes into the Horror Gamer Patreon comes right back to the channel, so I can make good content for you guys. So with all that being said, Horror Horde, I love you guys. Thank you guys. Until next time, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, as always, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.